What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, Futuristic Mike, and I'm back with another The Chi video if you're new. Make sure y'all leave your theories, comments, everything down below in the comment section for Season 3 of The Chi. If you're a fan of The Chi, if you love The Chi, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you can always see when I'm dropping some content so you never miss any of The Chi news. Now, this is going to be my thoughts video for The Chi Season 3, Episode 7, and there's a lot to talk about, man, but I'm not going to talk about everything in this video. This is just going to be my quick thoughts. I'll save that for the recap, but yeah, I'm not even going to hold y'all up. Let's just get right into it. Now, overall, this was a solid episode, man. This was my favorite episode of the season so far. I really loved it. Everything about it, man. You know, it told a lot of different stories, and I loved everything that they put into this episode. So we have a little bit of Papa and Maisha, and I was loving that because Papa wanted to take care of his girl. You know, Maisha told him that her and her family was struggling. So Papa went to his dad, the pastor, and pretty much told his dad, like, look, we need to help Maisha. And at first the pastor wasn't about it, but Papa talked him into doing it. So they went over to Maisha's house and they gave Maisha's mom some money. So I thought that was real cool, man. Papa really likes Maisha and he's doing everything he can to take care of his girl. I'm really feeling that part of the story. Now let's get to Emmett and Dom. You know, they were trying to get the landlord to evict Sonny, and at first it didn't happen. He was like, no, I can't do that. But then later on, when they were catering some event or whatever, Zeke ended up liking their food and seeing how successful they were doing the event. And he told them, like, look, you can rent out Sonny's for a couple months and I want to see how you guys do. And if you guys do well, then you can take the building over. And I still don't respect Emmett for doing this. You know, it is what it is at this point, but I think he should have went about it a different way. And then, of course, man, of course, Emmett and Dom end up smashing. And we knew this was going to happen, man. In the last episode, the card reader woman told Tiff that Emmett was going to be doing something in the future. She told Tiff that Emmett would never be satisfied with the pussy that he has, and we seen straight up that he went and cheated on Tiff in this episode, and I'm honestly real disappointed that he did that, man. Tiff is honestly an amazing girl, and he honestly just messed that up. He cheated on Tiff with Dom, you know, her fake plastic ass. He put her up on that table on that counter in the little back room and he started smashing, man. So we all knew that was coming. You know, there was some chemistry there clearly from the beginning. We seen them messing around and joking and all that type of stuff. And then they ended up smashing. Emmett ended up clapping them cheeks. So we knew that was going to happen, man. I'm just kind of disappointed about it because Emmett, man, you had a good girl at the crib at home and you gonna cheat on your girl with Dom like that. Man, that ain't even right. But whatever. Now let's get to Kevin and Gemma. Kevin was still being kind of cold to Gemma. He was coming out of school. He had his headphones on. He was trying to ignore her. He told her to leave him alone. And then she was like, no, I'm not going to leave you alone. Do you want to come over? So he comes over to her house and they're getting ready to smash. Kevin's like, is this cool? And she says, yeah, it's cool. You definitely got my consent. And then her dad comes home. So he comes in the room and Kevin is reading his book upside down. Like, really, Kevin? Really? So her dad knew what was up right away. So her dad told Kevin to come with him and Kevin was nervous. So that was that. Now let's get to Jake and Douda and Rose. Now they're sitting at the table, Douda and Rose, and then Jake comes down the stairs. And Douda pretty much tells Jake and Rose to wear their Sunday's best, you know, to make him look good as the mayor. He wants his family to make him look good and be presentable when they go to things. And I forgot exactly what Douda and what Jake said to each other, but Jake was not having it, what Douda said to him. And, you know, Jake was coming at Douda kind of crazy, and he was pretty much letting Douda know, like, look, you ain't gonna treat me like a bitch. Like, you might have adopted me, but you cannot talk to me like that. And Jake told Douda straight up, like, what are you gonna do, hit me? If you're gonna hit me, then hit me. And Douda did not say anything, you know, he didn't hit him or whatever. And Jake was like, that's what I thought. So Jake finally grew some balls and he stuck up to Douda because Douda came at him crazy for not taking his shoes off before. Jake didn't say nothing, but Jake really told Douda what it was this time. Now we've seen Douda and Camille kind of face it off with the politics and whatnot. But Gemma's dad told them, like, look, we can't have two black people running in the race for mayor. So one of y'all have to drop out. And Douda was like, I'm not dropping out. And so did Camille. And Gemma's dad said he feels like Douda would take the win. So, Camille pretty much said, like, that's your opinion, but that's not going to stop me from doing what I need to do. And she said, y'all have a good night. And that was that. And then she ended up dipping. But, Camille's still going to be doing something in the politics. And she's going to put her name out there and make a name for herself. Now let's get to Ronnie and Keisha. My favorite part of the episode. I saved it for last. Ronnie was heard about Miss Ethel, and he still needed to do some unfinished business. His friends was going out of town to try to make some money. They were leaving town and moving somewhere else. Ronnie said he's not going. He had the opportunity to get out of there, but he didn't want to go. He's walking around the neighborhood. He's going from door to door trying to find Keisha. He's asking people what's up, and they keep slamming the door in his face. So then he goes to some neighbor, and it's some woman, and she's talking out the window, and Ronnie tells her how he had a bad vibe about the dude across the street, and he heard a girl screaming the other night, and she pretty much told him that that dude is weird, and he does give off a weird vibe, and he does not have a wife, because Ronnie said something about the dude having a wife, because that's what he told Ronnie. And then the woman is like, nah, he don't have a wife. So that right there was a red flag, and that made Ronnie instantly suspicious once again. So he went to the dude's backyard. He busted in the back door. He sees the little basement door. He starts going down, calling Keisha. You know how Ronnie be talking, Keisha. He goes down the steps. He starts calling her name, and then Keisha hears, and she's just yelling, help me, help me. And then Ronnie busts through the locks. He comes in the room. Keisha is so relieved that that door is open, but here comes Amari's ass. He pulls up, he starts coming down the stairs. He's like, damn, did she escape? He didn't know what to expect. He didn't know what was going on. He goes in the room and starts pushing Ronnie. He starts trying to beat up on Ronnie. Ronnie goes to the ground. He kicks him and everything. And then he starts yelling at Keisha like, really, I did everything for you, and this is how you gonna repay me? And then Keisha literally starts beating this dude's ass with a crowbar or something. She starts putting the beating on this man. And to be honest, I think he's dead. It didn't show if he was dead or not, but I think this dude is dead, man. He's gone. She beat the hell out of him. So then the paramedics came and they rushed Ronnie and Keisha to the hospital. It didn't show Ronnie to the end of the episode, but it showed Keisha get reunited with Nina, Dre, and Kevin, and that was the most beautiful moment I've ever saw on this show, period. To this day, that was the most beautiful moment I ever saw. Keisha couldn't say nothing because she was traumatized. She had just went through a traumatic experience, and she could do nothing but stare into space, but she was happy to see her family. She just couldn't say nothing. And Nina knew what was up. She said it was okay if she didn't want to say anything, and she pretty much just sat there and held her daughter. And then it showed her later on laying in the bed with Keisha. Dre comes in the room. She's holding both of them, and she's crying and crying. Kevin was so relieved, too. When he first got the text about Keisha being alive and well, he ran to the hospital from Gemma's house. He told Gemma's dad he had to go. He ran to the hospital. He went in that room, and his face just glue up. You could tell he was so upset that Keisha had to go through this, but at the same time, he was so happy to have her back. And then later on, he went into Ronnie's room, and he couldn't say anything to Ronnie except thank you. And this is a big step for Kevin because he never liked Ronnie because he knows what Ronnie did to Coogie, and he just never really liked Ronnie. At the beginning of the season, when Ronnie tried to get into the funeral of Brandon, Kevin was pretty much like, nah, I'm not vouching for you, Ronnie. You can get to stepping. So now it looks like Kevin's going to have a lot more respect for Ronnie. And, I love to see this, man, that Ronnie is getting the redemption he deserves, man. Yes, he's made some mistakes, but he just lost his grandma, and I want to see him get that redemption. So, a lot of people are going to be respecting him now, and I'm just going to love to see that, especially Dre, man. She didn't like him either. She said she knew who he was and what he did, but now she's going to respect him. And hopefully Nina does too. And Keisha's going to be more than happy that Ronnie came down there and rescued her. And, she's going to be forever grateful for that. But yeah, man, I'm so happy, y'all, that Keisha got rescued. This seriously made my night. Seriously, when I watched that episode, as soon as the episode went off, man, I was happy as hell, man. I watched it with my family. And as soon as the episode went off, I couldn't stop smiling, man, because this episode really made my night. It was definitely the best episode so far, in my opinion, and I just hope the rest of the season gets even better. Now, we can all agree that this season was kind of slow, but this episode made up for everything. So yeah, this is just my quick thoughts video. I know I kind of talked a little long, but I was just excited to talk about different things in this episode. You know that recap is coming soon. So yeah, I'll be continuing to bring you guys more of the Shy content in the future. If you guys want to donate to the channel to help support the channel, I got links in the description to do so. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. It's your boy Futuristic Mike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.